Irashaimase. I'm Connie Masuoka, a Sansei, and the current president of JAMO. I have been with this program since it was a twinkle in the eyes of a few forward-thinking community members in the late 1980s. I was there at the start as a DIY volunteer, renovating a grimy, dilapidated storefront that was a low-end strip club into the first iteration of the museum. On a dental floss budget, really thin, we used recycled paint, recycled carpet, hand-me-down office equipment, and the brains and skills of our Nisei craftsmen to fashion our first legacy center. Over the years, we have learned, worked, and struggled to grow our little museum from a small homemade storefront with one employee to our brand new, soon-to-be open, state-of-the-art exhibit space. I am grateful and excited to have you meet our thoughtful and hardworking board and staff who are making that twinkle of so many years ago an amazing bricks and mortar reality, which will tell the story and be the heart of our Nikkei community.
I'm Rich Iwasaki, one of the Sanseis of the Iwasaki clan from Hillsboro, Oregon. Like Connie, I became involved from the very early days when many of us began to construct the original museum, which became the Oregon Nikkei Legacy Center. As Connie mentioned, we had on-the-job training from esteemed carpenter and instructor John Murakami, who guided us in framing, installing sheetrock, and other tasks. He was remarkably patient, considering that the skills we all had with saws and hammers were questionable at best. We prevailed to build and grow the first iteration of the museum. Then, just next door, the second version followed a few years later, and now the museum is about to move into its third new home. Today's successful organization and new museum is due to the generosity of hundreds of donors, supporters, and volunteers over the years, and especially the invaluable contributions and vision of our honored elders, whose tremendous generosity continues today. We are indebted and grateful to the Nisei generation, and we truly stand on their shoulders as JAMO moves forward.
Hello, I'm Ted Takamura. I'm a JAMO fan. I got involved a few years ago when I was teaching at Eastern Oregon University in Gresham. I met Hank Mishima Jr., a business student at the time. Hank was on the Nikkei board and informed me what Nikkei is and what it does. Over the years, we became friends, gathered at the 4th of July annual celebration. We laughed, we ate, and we told stories. Since then, I've become a fan of the Japanese American Museum of Oregon and a part of the board. My family tie is on my mother's side because her younger brother was part of the 442 100 Battalion, known as Go for Broke Unit from Hawaii.
Hi, I'm Rainette Yoshida, a board member. Ted Takamura, my husband, invited me years ago to attend a one board meeting as a consultant, and I decided to attend with him to be of support. It was very nice to meet all the board members. And who knew, fast forward, we are now board members. And I realized all it takes is to invite people. Invite people to JAMO, and it creates a rippling effect, and we'll have a growth and wonderful success.
My name is Lucy Capehart. I'm the Director of Collections and Exhibitions here at the Japanese American Museum of Oregon. I am so looking forward to opening our new museum space and to sharing our new amazing permanent exhibit with an even greater number of visitors, both from here and in Portland and the rest of the world. It has been my honor these past 4 years to work on both exhibitions and processing and sharing our amazing collection. This museum is a Portland treasure. We, unlike any other museum in the state, focus on the story of Japanese American incarceration and the contribution of Japanese Americans to the settling of the West. We are a center for educating the public about social injustice, both from the past and that's occurring today. I hope that everyone puts on their list a visit to the Japanese American Museum of Oregon this upcoming year.
Watashi wa Shon Egusa desu. I'm the current vice president of JAMO. I'm a fourth generation Japanese American who has spent a lifetime embracing my heritage and the dark histories that have followed my family. From fertile California fields to behind barbed wire in Gila, Arizona, to back to square one on a bus to Ohio, it is essential that people of all race, ethnicity, religion, heritage, or sexual orientation know and understand our story. I also want to see the educational, historical, cultural, and business elements of the Portland Japanese American community working together to preserve and protect this unique culture and history we have to offer as a lesson for current and future generations to learn from. We look forward to sharing our history with you through our new facilities and programming. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Fang, and I'm the Director of Education at the Japanese American Museum of Oregon. As an educator and historian of race and immigration in the United States, it's my goal to make JAMO's educational programming about Oregon's Nikkei history and heritage accessible and relevant to visitors and students of all backgrounds. In a time of staggering economic disparities and racial inequity, I believe that we can build a better path forward if we only learn from the past. So that's why it's an honor to be part of an organization doing this really important work. I hope you'll come visit our new museum soon and see why Oregon's Nikkei history is American history. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brian Kimura. I am a Japanese American sensei, born in Chicago, then moved to Portland in 2007. I am a board member and the museum architect. The first time I stepped into the Legacy Center was a very powerful experience. It was the first time I had visited a museum dedicated to the Japanese American experience that my family had endured. It is a special museum with many shared voices that inspired me to volunteer and join the board. And about 6 years ago, we began looking for a permanent home. Our 20-year free rent agreement was coming to an end, and our desire to stay in Nihon Machi was threatened by high rents and private developers buying up all the available real estate. It wasn't until 2 years ago that we were able to create a partnership with Prosper Portland, the city's development group, that we found our new home in Nihon Machi at the Old Town Lofts. Our new space will feature modern exhibits, flexible community space, special exhibits, and a research library. It has been wonderful working with the community, with the staff, the board, and local partners to make this dream become a reality. I wait in anticipation to see the community's reaction when the museum and the new exhibits open its doors to the public. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is James Rogers. I am the project coordinator for the Japanese American Museum of Oregon, and I want to thank you for being part of this journey as we open up our new exhibit. I am looking forward to showing everyone all our heart and passion that we have put into this. The future of the museum is very bright considering how much we are a part of this community, and we welcome you all. So thank you, and be safe.
Hi, I'm Chisao Hata, a JAMA board member. And as a social justice artist, community organizer, and memory activist, the Japanese American Museum of Oregon is necessary. It's all of our history. And during these times, more than ever in America, I am inspired by the Nikkei history, by our history, and it grounds me and helps me know that I need to pass on my family legacy. My family legacy includes my mother, who was born in Hood River, Oregon, my mother and father, who were married in Poston, Arizona, and me, who was born in Des Moines, Iowa. And so even during these times, it's kind of miraculous that we're opening a new museum. And we want to keep the heritage and the stories of Nihon Machi, an old town of Portland, Oregon, alive and going. So thank you, ancestors, and all of those who came before us. Thank you for guiding us through into tomorrow. Ganbatte.
Hi, I'm Curtis Sumimatsu, board member and treasurer for JAMO. I am a Sansei, grew up in Seattle, but spent many summers just across Puget Sound working the family farm on Bainbridge Island. I feel it is important we remember our past, or as the philosopher George Santayana once said, those who cannot learn from the past are condemned to repeat it. My family was among the first to be taken away from the island and put in internment camps, soon followed by 120,000 others guilty of nothing other than being Japanese. We must learn from the past and not repeat the same mistakes, and that is why I've joined the board of JAMO. Nidoto ya nai yoni. Let it not happen again.
I'm Lynn Fujigami Parks, and I'm the Executive Director for the Japanese American Museum of Oregon. I'm glad that you were able to hear from many of our board and staff members. They are but a few of the many incredible people that have had a part of bringing us to this moment in time. We have stood on the shoulders of those founders whose vision and hard work gave birth to the organization. Along the way, we have had the good fortune of passionate volunteers, dedicated board members, hardworking staff, generous donors, and community partners. All have contributed to the success that we have been able to build on. Okage-sama de, I am what I am because of you. We are here on this threshold because of all these people and those that went before us to pave the way, and we owe everyone a debt of gratitude. 31 years, 1 award-winning plaza, and 2 museums later, we are on the verge of opening a new center, but one that sees the dreams of our founders and community come true. A permanent home located where Portland's vibrant Japantown once existed. We are going to reclaim what once belonged to us. Re-gentrification. The organization has come a long way from the first museum that was literally built by community and volunteers. Our new museum will feature innovative and immersive exhibits and interactive multimedia learning environments. Exhibits will come alive with powerful historic elements, such as the vignette of a bear constructed with actual wood from the Minidoka post office, or the historic jail cell where Minoru Yasui spent 9 months in solitary confinement and will display his Presidential Medal of Freedom. Visitors will be able to stand within the tiny cell and listen to him describe what it was like during his incarceration. We still have a ways to go, and yes, COVID has wreaked havoc on this endeavor. We know more than ever the meaning of gaman, but not even a pandemic can prevent us from opening. Delay maybe, but certainly not derail us. So we are excited to announce that we plan to open the Japanese American Museum of Oregon at NATO Center in December. Welcome to Portland, and welcome to the Japanese American Museum of Oregon at NATO Center. Youkoso!
Youkoso!